The Department of Justice says a core principle of our democracy is voters should choose their representatives, not the other way around. It's why the DOJ is suing Texas over the state's new district maps, saying the maps violate this core principle. But Texas is ready to fight back. Marcelina Benito is breaking down both sides of this political fight to explain why it matters to you.
Mia, this lawsuit right here is pretty straightforward. It says Texas Hispanic and black populations are booming, but their political power is shrinking, and the feds call it illegal discrimination.
Today, the Justice Department has filed suit against the state of Texas.
Texas back in the national spotlight after Attorney General Merrick Garland announced the Biden administration is suing Texas again, this time for violating the Voting Rights Act. It's the latest in a string of suits over these redistricting maps, just redrawn by the GOP.
You can't take a process that affects so many Texans, rush it through your process, your system, without any real input, and then basically say, hey, there it goes. It represents Texas. No, it doesn't.
LULAC's local chapter in Houston is applauding DOJ stepping in to stop the GOP.
They continue to manipulate these maps.
Census data shows from 2010 to 2020, Texas's population boomed by nearly 4 million people, 95% of that growth fueled by minorities. The DOJ says the Republican-drawn maps dilute what should have been increased minority voting strength. Tonight, the Texas AG's office calls this an absurd lawsuit. KHOU political analyst Bob Stein doesn't see the lawsuit succeeding either.
You need a consecutive set of elections in which you can show that there is racial evidence of racial polarization and racial redistricting, so that you can make the case for the intent.
It's another case that could end up in the U.S. Supreme Court. Whatever the legal result is, demographic experts like Dr. Stephen Kleinberg say what's happening in Texas, no politician can control.
The redistricting and the controls that people are trying to get over these changes slow down the process. But the transformations are unstoppable, I think. It's just inevitable. There's nothing in the world that will stop Houston or Texas or America from becoming more African American, more Asian, more Latino, and less Anglo.
Marcelino Benito, KHOU 11 News.